Welcome back to Engines and Unfinished Business. Last time we were in the workshop, we were ploughing through the big old list of get the engine back in the car stuff. Today, not going to do any of that. Instead, going to try and turn Misty into a rolling shell. So if you watched our Tim Tam Slam episode, you'll know we've been looking for a new house and we found one. We've moved in, it has a decent sized garage and a separate workshop. So today is Monday. Thursday we've got a flatbed coming to take Misty from here to the new workshop, and in order to get her onto said flatbed we need the rear wheels on, which means the rear suspension, rear subframe and all that crap. So that's today's mission. So first job is to get the missing rear suspension and rear axles in. It's obviously been a while since I took all this out, so I don't really remember what I did, but hopefully be able to figure it out as I go along. Like that. Yes. So next up, we've got the ball joint to connect underneath. No idea of the torque specs of any of these, but as she's not going to be rolling far, just aiming for good and tight. So we're on to the other side. So it's pretty much the same again on this side, only difference being this one has a shorter axle and doesn't have the brake disc on it. So it should be actually a little bit easier. I haven't done any of these bolts up yet. Once everything's in, I'm going to go around with the air gun, give them a few ugger-duggers, which should be good enough. Right, brakes. It's one of Sophie's hairs wrapped around the hub. What? Yes. I'm confusing myself with how these go out together. Not a good sign. This is so stiff, I don't know if it's cross-threading or just rusty. That feels better. Happy with that. So after much fucking around, doing up and undoing, I've come to the conclusion that I think they're pretty rusty. If they are cross-threading, they're cross-threading, and I'll deal with that at another time because I'm pretty sure they're fine. I think they're just really rusty threads and I could spend hours here. So the brakes are on both sides about as much as I think they're ever going to get. I'm pretty sure I did actually cross-thread one on the other side. So I guess new brakes are in Misty's future. Probably worth doing anyway. Now it's just getting this disc and pads on. Which I'm a fucking idiot, oh my god. No, it's okay, I can do this. I just have to loosen the... I'll loosen that first. Fuck's sake. Right, so I'm really hoping, with that lifted out of the way, I can squeeze the brake disc in here, otherwise I'm gonna have to take the fucking brake caliper off again. I really don't want to do that. But I might have to. So just quickly whip the caliper off, get the brake disc on, try to get the caliper back on. Oh. I seem a bit despondent, as because honestly I am. We've got so much else going on right now. I'm really not in the mood to be, you know, I love Misty, I love working on her mostly, but just not right now. But, you know, we have obligations now in terms of getting out of this workshop. So, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'd much rather be at home with my wife, especially as she is heavily pregnant. And we've got a new house that's, you know, decorating and shit. It's just not what I want to be doing right now. But I'm going to edit all this out because people complain when I get all emo on videos and don't constantly act like this is the best thing to do in the world when, let's be honest, anyone who's ever done a project car knows sometimes it fucking sucks. And you just gotta plough through, do your best. Right, so I've got caliper back on, this time with the disc in place. Next up is get the pads in. And this fucker is stiff as balls. Are balls stiff? Who knows? There we go. Gentle persuasion might be useful. Just point out these are the same old pads, so it's not like I need to wind back the piston or anything, it's just being a bit stubborn. Guide pin. Right, brakes are all done, next up subframe. Right, so through the power of brute force and swearing, I've managed to get the subframe on top of the suspension arms. Kind of suspended there. Got the arm jacked roughly into position, hopefully. I'm gonna find the fucking hole. Okay, that's not even close. So I finally got the subframe all in and bolted up. Took me a few attempts of dropping it in and putting it back again, but eventually what I figured out was, with the subframe off the car, get these, where are they? These toe arms in place, but don't put the bolts in. Then get the front control arms in and bolt them in. Then lift the subframe up, bolt it in at the four corners. I found I had to kind of do one at a time and tweak the subframe a bit to get it in the right position. And then finally, pull the toe arms into position and put their bolts in. I tried pretty much every other combination, and that was the only one that worked for me. I don't know if it's just because Misty is old and a bit squiff, or if that's just standard on these, but if you're having trouble, that might help you. And of course, standard rules apply, so none of the sort of control arm bolts are done up tight. I'll wait till she's settled down. Even though she's not going to be doing a very long journey, it's just good practice for keep the bushings in good shape. What's next? Wheels, suspend the drive shafts, and then lower to the ground, I think. So the wheels are on. She's starting to look like a car if you ignore the fact there's a big gaping hole where the engine should be. So next up, just got to jack the back end up a bit more, get the wheel dollies on, spin her around in the workshop, and get her facing the door. She's on her wheels for the first time in a year. Check out that no engine ride height. That's how we do. So I've just dropped the front end down onto the wheel dollies as well. She's on all four wheels. Progress is being made. Next thing I want to do is, can't have the axles just dangling in the breeze there because they'll drag along the ground. So I'm going to reinstall the strut brace here and then suspend the axles from the strut brace in a way they can still turn, but obviously only at slow speeds for a short period of time. I'd like to repaint this strut brace. Black from the factory, I believe, and I think it looks better in black. And whoever did this did a really shitty job on it anyway. So I've just been in, suspended any loose bits from the cross brace and anything else I can find, taped up any open hoses just so no crap gets in there, and finally I've got, well, it looks like one's on the floor, I promise it's not, it's just a weird camera angle, got the axles suspended from the cross brace in a way that I'm comfortable with for at least just the short push on and off the flatbed. So she's good to go. Oh no, nearly forgot. Tightened up all the suspension bolts because she should have had enough time to settle now. First time Misty's moved in a year. If this counts. I'm counting it. And there she is, on all four wheels, pointed perfectly at the door. I'm quite proud of that. And then 2 days time, me, my dad and my friend are going to be pushing her out, hoping the brakes work, out of that narrow lane if you remember from the first time we came here, and onto a flatbed. Wish us luck. And here we are. This is the new garage. Unfortunately, there's no light in the garage yet, so that's one of the many jobs. But it's definitely wider than the old garage. Maybe not quite as long, but certainly plenty of room for activities. Got everything out of the workshop now. We are fully moved in to the new place. Hopefully be able to start getting working on soon. But the best thing is, as I think I've already mentioned, we have this pretty decent sized garage space. And around the other side of the house, this even bigger workshop space. Now it's a complete fucking mess at the moment because it's currently just a bit of a dumping ground for everything that came out of the garage in the old house, as well as the workshop. Like, this is the workbench from the workshop, you know, the shelving unit, washing machine that came with the house, CC. It's all here. So yeah, we have lots to be getting on with. Before we can even start working on Misty, we need to sort out all of this crap, so it could be a while. So I think some apologies might be in order. Firstly, sorry for not filming much of Misty moving. I don't think I'm really cut out for this whole YouTube thing because I get far too awkward like filming out in public. I don't know how guys walk around with a camera in their face talking to it, but each to their own, that's just not me. And also, oh, camera is hella wonky. Sorry for the wonky camera. Sorry for the lack of updates. I mean, Project Binky have just put out another video. They've put out 2 videos since we last put ours out. They're now making more videos than we are. That's embarrassing, so sorry for that. But as I'm sure I hope you understand, house move, workshop move, and baby very, very imminent. Things can't move very quickly at the moment, but once we, you know, sort out all of this crap, we can finally start getting to work on Misty again. So anyway, that's it for now. The next episode will be something happening. Can't promise you when it will be out, but thanks for sticking with us.